Hi everyone, my name is Anthony Bergevin, and today I'm going to teach you how to do addition with math drawings. First, let's review. What is place value? In the number 163, the 1 signifies hundreds, so this 1 is actually 100. The 6 signifies tens, so that 6 is actually 60. And the 3 signifies ones, so that 3 is actually 3 ones. So the number 163 is 1 100, 6 tens, and 3 ones. Next is the choral description. This is verbalizing that 10 ones equals 110, because if you count it up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 of those ones is equal to 110. And just like the ones, 10 tens are equal to 100, because if you count it up again, you get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So let's move on to the actual lesson. I'm going to teach you how to use manipulatives to solve problems like this one, 102 plus 64. So first, let's make ourselves a little scale to signify which each one means. This little dot right here equals 1 1. This little bar is 110. This square is 1 100. So when you're solving the problem 102 plus 64, the first thing you want to do is write out each of the numbers. So 102 is 1 square because 1 square is 100, and 2 little dots because there are no tens in the 102, only 2 ones. So 1, 2. In the number 64, there's no hundred, so there's no squares. But there are tens, so there are 6 bars to signify 60. And 4 dots to signify the 4 ones in the problem. So how do we actually solve this? So you have your picture right here, the square, 2 dots, 6 bars, and 4 dots. You're going to want to smush them all together. So you end up with 1 square, which is 100, 6 bars, which signifies the tens, and 6 dots, which signifies the ones. So if we write out all the numbers, this square is 100. And there is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Because of 6 bars. Each one equals 10. And you want to count out all the little dots. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you want to look at it as an equation, the equation, which I'm going to put right here, is 100 plus 60 plus 6, which equals 166. So what if you have 10 ones? You can actually change that into a bar, because remember when I said in review, the choral description, when you have 10 ones, it equals 110. So 10 of these dots right here equals 1 of these bars, because these are each 1. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this 10 is equal to 1 of these bars, which equals 10. So when you get a big problem like 264 plus 46, you're going to have to do some bundling. But first, before we do the bundling, let's write out what the numbers are. Like 264, you need 2 squares because to signify 200, 6 bars to signify 60, and 4 little dots to show 4. And for 46, you'll need 4 bars to signify 40 and 6 dots to show 6. So again, you want to smush them all together, and we want to do this without bundling at first, just so we know like what it looks like before it's all changed around. So you're going to have 2 boxes. You're going to have 10 bars and 10 little dots. You always start with the smallest number when you're bundling. So let's start with the ones, which are right here, the little dots. So you count up how many dots you have. In this case, you have 10, which is perfect for us because we won't have any dots left over. So you circle the dots like I did in red, and you follow this red arrow up to this bar, the red bar, which signifies you have 10 ones. So you get rid of this, so you don't count them over again, and because that'll give you a wrong answer. We don't want that. So these 10 ones have turned into 110 right up here. And then we move on to the tens, and like before I said there's 10 tens. So what can we do with 10 tens? We circle them, and we can turn this into a red box right here, which signifies 10 tens equals 1 100. Make sure you cross out these so you don't count over them again and get the wrong answer. So we end up having 1, 2, 3 boxes, 1 bar, because remember you changed those ones into 110. 1 bar and 0 dots. So the answer would be, just as I said up here, 1, 2, 3 hundreds, and that 110. So let's count it up. So you have 100, 200, 300, and you have 10 on the side. So let's look at that as an equation. You have 300 plus 10. And you guessed it, not because I let you look at it first, but that equals 310, which is your answer. So here's the original equation, 246 plus 64. And once you add those two together, like we did with all the math drawings and stuff, you'll get 310. Thank you for watching. My name is Anthony Bergevin. I hope you learned a little something today.